Here is your long, emotional, deeply engaging story with a strong hook, smooth pacing for a 40-minute YouTube video, built-in motivation to like and subscribe, and an inspiring ending. No headings, just flowing paragraphs as you requested. Wait, sir, you forgot this one paper. Those 7 words changed everything. But before that moment, before the janitor rushed breathlessly down the marble hallway holding a wrinkled sheet that the world had overlooked, a billionaire stood on the rooftop of his own collapsing empire, staring at the city lights that once glittered for him. His name was Adrian Cole, known as the man who built a global tech dynasty with nothing but an idea, sleepless nights, and a fire inside him that refused to dim. Tonight, that fire had nearly gone out. Everything he owned, his company, his wealth, his reputation, had crumbled overnight. A shareholder betrayal, a leaked document, a media storm he couldn't control. Investors pulled out. Banks froze accounts. Partners abandoned him as if the scent of failure was contagious. Adrian Cole, once featured on magazine covers, stood broken alone, clutching his last official letter from the board. They didn't even thank him. Just 6 cold words, "We regret to inform you." And yet, somewhere below that rooftop, a simple janitor mopped the lobby floor humming a soft tune, unaware that fate was preparing to make him part of a story people would replay for years. Before we get there, my friend watching this, if you feel the heaviness of life, if you've ever felt everything slipping away, stay with this story till the end. You will feel something shift inside you. And if it touches your heart even a little, don't forget to like the video and subscribe, because kindness, hope, and second chances deserve a place in your life every day. Back inside the building, Adrian dragged his feet down the hallway, exhausted, his expensive suit looking like it had aged 10 years in one night. With every step, he heard echoes of reporters yelling his name, accusing him of fraud, greed, corruption, things he never imagined would be associated with him. He built his company with honesty. But people believed noise, not truth. His phone wouldn't stop vibrating, but he didn't dare touch it. The world wasn't calling to comfort him, it was calling to watch him fall. As he reached the lobby, he saw the janitor. The man was old, 60, maybe even older, with stoic eyes that held a lifetime of hardship. His name tag read, Samuel, and he had worked there longer than Adrian had been CEO. Every morning, the billionaire would nod politely at him, but tonight, he didn't have the strength to pretend. "Rough night, sir?" Samuel asked gently. Adrian gave a humorless laugh. "Rough is too soft a word. I just lost everything." Samuel kept mopping, unfazed. "Everything. Did you lose your breath? Your legs? Your mind? Your heart?" He looked up with a soft smile. "If not, then you still have all the tools to rebuild." Adrian wanted to argue, but something in the janitor's voice wrapped around his broken soul like warmth in winter. He sighed. "I don't even know where to start." "That's all right," Samuel replied. "Most great things start when a person thinks they're finished." Adrian almost smiled. Almost. He left the building with shoulders slumped, unaware that destiny was trailing him from behind, wearing an old uniform and holding a mop. Hours later, while Adrian sat in his dark apartment staring at the city, the universe shifted. Samuel found a paper. A single sheet stuck under one of the chairs in the conference room. It wasn't crumpled like junk or printed like trash. It was important, stamped with legal formatting, containing signatures, numbers, and something else that made Samuel's eyes widen. He tried calling the office. Everyone was gone. He tried calling the board. No answer. Then he remembered Adrian's tired face. The way the man's voice cracked when he said he lost everything. Samuel couldn't explain why, but his heart told him this paper mattered. Maybe even enough to save a life. He rushed out into the freezing night with only one thought in mind: find Adrian Cole. When he finally reached Adrian's apartment building, he climbed the stairs, breathless, and knocked with urgency. Adrian opened the door in confusion. "Samuel, what are you doing here?" The janitor held out the sheet with both hands like it was something sacred. "Sir, you forgot this one paper." Adrian took it, barely paying attention, until his eyes caught the header. His heartbeat stopped. It was a contract addendum, one that the board had accidentally left behind. It proved that the leaked accusations against him were false. The signatures of the board members were clear. It showed who orchestrated the betrayal. It showed that Adrian had acted legally and ethically. And more importantly, it gave him the right to reclaim ownership of a key patent that the entire company depended on. Without that patent, the firm could not operate. With this paper, he could bring the entire empire back to its knees. Adrian looked up at Samuel, stunned, speechless. This could save everything. Samuel smiled softly. Then save it, sir. But the old janitor wasn't looking at the paper. He was looking at Adrian, at the man who had forgotten that even in ruin, he was still capable of rising. The next weeks were a storm of legal battles, press conferences, and unexpected supporters. With the document in hand, Adrian exposed the corruption within the board. Investors realized they had been manipulated. The media apologized, slowly, awkwardly, but they did. And in the middle of the whirlwind, Adrian didn't forget the man who had handed him hope. He found Samuel back in the lobby, mopping the floor as usual. "Samuel," Adrian said, holding a new set of keys. "This building, my building, will always need someone with your honesty. But you're not a janitor anymore. I want you to be director of employee well-being."